episode. What the? What the hell? Patrick, what did you do to your face?
What are you talking about, you dude? What episode are we on again?
Why?
Hey, how you doing? You know?
Wow, that. All right, so he has camera off the entire pre-show, and that's why. So I got.
I think it looks pretty good, honestly.
No, it doesn't.
I'm pretty sexy. I'm gonna wear this for a while. I really do. I think it's hella good.
I think we need to spend the entire week going to bars and see how many girls you can pick up with that.
I bet you I can pick somebody up with it.
Nobody. Not a one.
Not
a one.
I can't, because every time I look at you, I get distracted.
It's a good thing I have multiple screens. I can always be looking at something else.
Yeah. How you doing?
Episode 27 of The Talking Guys is being filmed in front of a live audience.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Cool.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
I'm alive.
Yeah, didn't check under the desk. Nope, be good.
Yeah, I had this whole opening thing, the script ready to go.
And you kind of like threw it out the window for no reason, actually.
No, it's your mustache and the hair, man. Just
see if you do like this, like a little bit of a head raise, you know, it gets them every time. They don't know what to do.
Why? What's the reasoning behind the facial?
Last night I was like, I'm bored. And I was like, do I go to bed? Do I not go to bed? And I was like, you know what? Maybe I should just shave my beard off. And then I was like, you know what? I don't want to shave my whole beard off. So I did like the half thing where you go to like here. And it looked pretty good that way.
You should have gone just a little bit more.
You know what? No, I liked it. I measured it out. I kept slowly decreasing it. I found that right, center. And this is just a beautiful little soul patch because I'm a very soulful human being. So I just felt like, and then I was like, damn, I actually look okay with this. As weird as it is, I actually don't look that weird. So it's like, maybe this is my thing now. And I'm here representing the stashes and
if any of y'all listening is interested in a part-time non-paying podcast position, we have one that just opened up.
No, you didn't.
I don't even get paid for this position, so
you can't replace the Pat Man. Okay,
the Pat Man. I do like the shirt though.
Thank you. I like it too.
Yeah. All right, so time for what's new. Squishy's back. The Dallas Stars are now one game up on the Tampa Bay Lightning in the Stanley Cup Finals. So congratulations to them. They actually won, I believe, 4-1. So if that's any indication of how this series is going to go, see how that goes. The Batman production is back on schedule after Robert Pattinson had contracted COVID. I guess he has been cleared to head back to the set. So it has been 2 weeks, and we're getting back on track for the Bat.
Yeah.
So
well, nice. Squishy's back.
Oh, that's the only thing you took away from this.
Mm-hmm. And I got a new haircut, so as you can see. Yeah. So look at. I mean, look at this. I mean, I look great. Like the little hair thing here. I mean, it's pretty good.
What you should have done is
if you're waiting for me to tell you look pretty, it won't happen.
You don't have to.
Yeah, it won't happen.
I don't need validation from.
I feel like
from anyone. Even I looked myself in the mirror last night and I said, "This is me. This is me. This is the new me."
You hashtag you
hashtag that.
Yeah. I remember that was super popular.
Mm-hmm.
Like 3 years ago.
And this world makes a lot of things weird popular.
Yeah. True that.
Like the Kardashians.
They're not weird.
They're super weird.
They're only as weird as you let them be.
Yeah.
They're just human beings living their
also,
lives, figuring
Patrick
it out as they go.
did if this is what's new, but maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Did you win last week in fantasy?
I dominated. As per usual, I literally smacked my opponent all around the ring, and they had nothing to say but positives about my team.
I'm pretty sure you're 0-1, and you're looking to be 0-2 after.
No.
Yeah.
It was a fluke.
Yeah.
I always start the seasons out rough, and then we come back hard. We're the comeback king. One game is not defining of who I am as a fantasy manager and as a person. I'm a winner, okay? Winners win, and it's just not. No, it was a fluke. I only lost by 14 points. It was the closest game of everybody. So, Asher lost by 80 points. Not to throw anybody under the bus, but he did to Will. So, I had the narrowest margin of defeat. It was right there.
Doesn't matter if it's an inch or a mile.
I just had a few players that kind of sucked, and they destroyed the rest of my good. I actually had a lot of good players this last week. It's just those 3 players just didn't do good, and they killed my bottom line, man. It's okay. This week we're going to womp. I'm telling you right now. We have a 61% chance of winning. It's happening.
Yeah, I'm expected to actually win this week. So we'll see how that goes. I won last week. And, yeah. A lot of players that I know are getting in. Let me go ahead and start over on that one. Sometimes talking is difficult, especially when you're on a podcast. A lot of players are getting injured. And this is because there was no preseason. And there wasn't a lot of practice.
Doesn't it happen every season in every sport? People get hurt.
Yeah, but I think there's a significant amount more, especially stars that are getting injured. So that's why preseason exists, people. Also, you may notice that the voice quality for at least my audio has changed. I was notified that for whatever reason the microphone I was using had changed its setting. Not entirely sure how, but hopefully sounds better going forward. So I guess that is the end of what's new.
Hell yeah. Awesome. Sauce.
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A sauce is awesome sauce. Just saying.
Pretty sure Wendy's has a sauce called Sauce. It's not bad.
I don't know. I've only ever gotten ranch from Wendy's.
Yeah,
I very rarely eat Wendy's.
Wendy's actually is amazing spicy nuggets.
They are pretty good. But I just never crave them. So many options out there.
Yep.
Where would you rank the nuggets then, from the various fast food restaurants?
Chick-fil-A.
Number 1, right?
Burger King.
The
middle.
Wait. How many are we ranking? Is it 10? Where is Burger King at the bottom?
Burger King's sitting way down the bottom. You got your dirt line, and you got your Burger King.
I mean, that's true. I don't really have anything to add to that.
I haven't had their nuggets in a while.
So that's about the only thing I really truly always order from Chick-fil-A is the nuggets. Other than that, it's whatever.
Now we're ranking the grilled nuggets or their regular.
You eat grilled nuggets?
Coated. Yeah, if you eat grilled nuggets, first off, you're weird. Second off, why don't you just get a chicken breast that's grilled and just cut it up yourself? I mean, it's just stupid.
That's what they're doing, essentially.
Yes.
You're just paying for the convenience of them doing it for you.
I got it.
You know what I would do? I would take the breast. Exactly like that.
All right, so are we ranking their grilled nuggets below Burger King's?
I don't consider grilled nuggets.
Grilled nuggets are not a thing.
The whole nugget part is, being battered and fried or however they decide to do it. If it's McDonald's, I'd couldn't tell you how they do it because it's not fried. But yeah, no.
I think the real question...
grilled nuggets are in the same category as like a salad.
Salads are pretty good though.
I think the real question
from
should
fast
be...
food is a waste of time and waste of money.
Chick-fil-A's salads are amazing.
Waste of time, waste of money. If you want a real salad, go to Salad Station.
Yep.
Same price,
You're
not
not
cheaper, and it's hella better.
No.
You also have the McNugget from McDonald's. Where does that rank?
Nah, in the middle.
I mean,
Okay.
I like them. They don't taste anything like
okay.
chicken, but
Yeah,
I like
I don't
them.
think they are chicken.
I don't think anyone knows what they are.
Yeah. That's been proven. I've watched the videos.
You have Wendy's. Now are we talking regular nuggets or they're spicy nuggies?
Please, we're gonna edit out nuggies and pretend that didn't happen.
No, it did.
No, we're gonna edit it out and pretend it didn't happen.
I
We're going to just
nuggies.
pretend that we are all adults here for a second.
Yeah.
Give me the spicy nuggies because I love myself some nuggies, man. Me and my nuggies, we snuggle up together, and I'm like.
So I am looking for 2 other people to have a podcast with.
All
I ask is that you're an adult. That's it.
That's
I love these nuggets. They're so good.
Hey, you don't even have to have a webcam, a mic, or a
I
computer.
don't care about any of that.
Just as long as you're an adult.
You can type me your opinion. And I'll say it out, and I'll even change my voice for you. Like, I will be your voice. So
yeah, Wendy's spicy nuggets are the only reason I go to Wendy's.
I mean, their spicy nuggets are good.
Yeah, I'd rank them above Chick-fil-A's.
Well, you can be wrong. It's America. You're allowed to be wrong.
Okay, so we've got 4. How many more are there?
There's, I feel like this is something.
Taco Bell.
No.
Okay.
They do not have chicken nuggets.
Does Jack in the Box sell nuggets?
Oh yeah, they do.
I don't think I've had those.
I mean, I don't know if I have either. I don't know. That's how
shows how prepared
confidently
we were for this.
But that's how confidently I know that they're better than Burger King's. They're still ranked above without me having them.
Doesn't Burger King also offer like 20 for $1?
That's a sign.
Or a 10 for $1?
That's a sign.
Did you hear about the Travis Scott? He has a McDonald's meal now.
I had it the other day.
It's not
good?
bad.
It was good.
That's
and apparently, like the day it released, like he went to a McDonald's and they like freaked out and they fined him all this money because there was too many people out there. Like the city did, because they said he was like breaking COVID rules or whatever. I read that this week. We weren't even gonna talk about that. I just remember reading the article because I was like, what?
I'm honestly not 100% sure who Travis Scott is. I think he's a musician, but I don't.
He's a rapper.
Know. Okay.
Yeah. He's also he was also on Fortnite, wasn't he?
Yeah. Yep. He did get a Fortnite skin.
Wow.
I didn't get it. I used my Stormtrooper skin.
And I think Travis Scott played with Ninja too.
And so did I.
On Fortnite. No, you didn't.
I think I played against Ninja once.
I mean, the I in his name's a 1, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yep,
I definitely played against him. Verified him.
I think you may have beaten him too.
Oh, yeah, he was actually pretty bad. Anyways, we won't get.
Yeah, for
that.
$6, it's
We're
not
not
a bad
trying
deal.
to defame Ninja with a 1.
Not sponsored, but you get a Big Mac, fries, a drink, and some barbecue sauce.
And it's only like $6.
Barbecue sauce.
Sounded like a decent deal to me.
Yeah, they upsold me when I went because I got the quarter pounder with bacon. Like, and she's like, it's pretty much the same thing except it has barbecue sauce on it. I'm like, all right, throw it in the bag.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And it was good?
Best upsell of my life. No, yeah, it was good, yeah.
It's not bad.
Is it better than just the regular quarter pounder?
Yeah, because add bacon.
It's a quarter pounder with
barbecue
bacon, right?
sauce. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, barbecue sauce is on the side.
No, there was barbecue sauce on it.
Yeah,
at least on mine. They also gave me a packet on the side.
Ooh.
But
you can double dip into the barbecue.
For the fries.
I always double dip.
Shouldn't do that.
Why?
Cooties.
Nope. Cooties.
Cooties are not a real thing.
Do you get your weekly cootie shot? Then don't double dip.
Mm-hmm. Don't double dip. You double dip, you don't know what could happen. And if you triple dip,
You go and flip.
You gonna flip.
Yeah, when you find out what you got.
Oh,
It's a mystery.
no.
Hey, y'all heard that Treyarch and Infinity Ward, I guess, have gotten together with Activision and given Sledgehammer Games the boot. So
The boot?
How dare
yeah,
They
so
gave
Sledgehammer's no
they
longer.
gave them Louisiana? That's
Who did
crazy.
Sledgehammer
That's crazy.
even make? What game did they even make?
World War II, I think.
No.
And
So bad.
I would have
Okay.
given them the boot too.
Yeah. What else?
Didn't they do? Was it Infinity Ward that did Modern Warfare 3, or was that
It was
Sledgehammer?
Infinity.
Okay, maybe. They may have done Advanced Warfare or Infinite Warfare.
Oh yeah, give them the freaking boot.
I think they did those games, or one of those games at least. Maybe both. They probably did both.
They probably did both.
Advanced sucked.
They probably did
Yeah.
Blackout also, or not Blackout, but whatever game that was attached to. I can't remember.
Black Ops 4, but that was
Treyarch.
That game was
But it
no
looks
bueno
like
also. Boot
Treyarch
them
is
too.
going back to the roots and doing a soft reboot of the Black Ops series. So Black Ops Cold War, I believe, is set in between Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2. From what I have
love Black
heard
Ops
from
1.
a lot, oh yeah, Black Ops 1 was amazing.
People talk shit about it, but it was a
I
good
wasn't
one.
a huge fan.
From what I have seen from streamers and people on YouTube, hashtag shout out Liquid Luck.
You can get my merch.
Yeah, links down below in the description. Maybe, possibly, probably. We'll
Nah.
see. That's not paid. Free shout out.
I'll pay you for it.
So YouTubers and streamers alike, I guess, aren't satisfied with the way the game is played right now, at least. So I think it may be in an alpha state or really early beta. But
It's in an alpha, and yeah, I talked to somebody yesterday who played it and hated it.
I guess a lot of the guns feel the same. There's no recoil on pretty much any gun. SMGs, I think, are overpowered from what I had seen. People were saying you could snipe with them. The maps weren't
About normal.
cleverly designed, so a lot of really early critiquing, and I don't think a lot of that'll be addressed before the game comes out in a month and a half from now. I'm pretty sure it's most likely in a close to finished state.
I don't know. With how the alpha went, I feel like they might push the date. If they don't, it'll just be another fail. And you know, I don't think Call of Duty can take another fail. It's like 4.5 in a row.
Well, no, Modern Warfare was
that's the one I gave half.
Yeah. So Modern Warfare introduced a lot of new mechanics. Mounting. You can open doors. When I say mounting, it's like as in mounting on your weapon on a wall or corner.
Yeah,
pretty unique.
Which was another. Nah, that was straight from PUBG.
Siege has that. PUBG has
no,
that.
I'm saying pretty unique for Call of Duty because it wasn't done before.
Unique.
No, that's what I mean for Call of Duty standards. At least
Duty.
it was something that had not been done before. Should I say?
In the COD genre, but
yeah,
they took the idea.
And it looks
from
like the Cold War, right? That's the new one that's coming out. Has regressed graphically too, because it doesn't look as polished or as clean.
Modern Warfare's graphics are too much. A lot of people say that too.
I liked its realistic take on the graphics.
Yeah, but it also pushes way too many people's consoles hard, way too hard.
To me, it looked next gen. At least the Modern Warfare looked next gen.
Yeah, but
compared to previous Call of Duties, it looked like it.
Gaming systems have to be able to keep up with it. And I know a lot of people whose computers couldn't handle it properly.
Well, that's why I have an Xbox and it ran it perfectly.
I guarantee yours didn't look even half as good as mine did on low settings. Guaranteed.
No, I thought it looked pretty great, but graphically speaking, it looks like Cold War is going to be a downgrade from multiplayer, at least from what I'd seen.
They're also removing flinch, so there's no recoil when somebody's shooting you, and in the alpha. They have extremely, from what I heard, extremely strong skill-based matchmaking. So you'll play about 3 or 4 games and do good, and then you'll start playing against pros if you're a pro. In casual, this isn't in ranked. So there was a lot of gripe about that too, because, you know, while I do not always say that skill-based matchmaking is the worst.
We don't need to go on a tangent here for that.
They did make it extremely strong, and it's like, so what's the difference between ranked and casual then if you're going to play against the same exact type players? Like,
I don't think Call of Duty has a ranked mode, do they?
They have in most of theirs, yes. In most of theirs, they have their league plays, or
they have their league plays, but it's not the same. It's not like you can go into League of Legends and select ranked. It's not quite the same.
Yeah. Well, it's their version of ranked, though. In my opinion, some of the best ranked that I played was like on Black Ops 2, because they had league play, and then you would go in, you would do your promos, you would get placed, and then if you won games, you got higher up in the tier, and if you lost them, you went down, and you kept traveling up until I got into the highest rank on
it was
multiple of them.
Wow.
And
proof of that.
And it was fun. And when you got to that high rank, I mean, you were definitely playing against good players that were sweaty as hell. And you really had to think about how you were playing, where you were playing, what the next objective was, and when to start swapping to it and stop fighting for an objective. Because, you know, a lot of it is a lot more. Because we've played, me and Will and Seth have played game battles together. It felt a lot like game battles where, you know, if you're playing an objective-based game, you really have to be on point of like, hey, we need to rotate now. We do not need to keep fighting over this point. Just give it to them and rotate to the next one and hold the spawns and everything, you know, and make sure that we have the spawn that spawns closest to the hard point or whatever. But league play was fun, man. I had a lot of fun with it, but I do believe that there should be a difference between casual and ranked. I think there should be ranked because ranked is fun. It's fun to go in there and do it, but it's also fun to just go and just play. And it puts you against people, you know, of all different skills base, so you get a chance, you know. I found it was cool, you know, like when I played Fortnite and you would drop, you never knew who you were dropping with. Like we'd go to Tilted Towers and it was just a duke out, and sometimes you'd run into pros and you were like, holy crap, you know, this is awesome. Yeah, I killed pros before in Tilted. Like phase replays, I killed him like 3 times in one night, and apparently he was like, I was a stream sniper or whatever, and I didn't even know who he was or what I was playing. But he was a really good player. Whenever I would actually because you know how Tilted is. It's like if you accidentally go out the wrong place, you're dead. Even if you have good skill. Like if somebody's waiting and they have themselves ready, and they have a scar or whatever, and you try and cross buildings, and they get 2 headshots, you're just dead. Didn't matter how good you are.
Saying he was camping and waiting for him.
Yeah, wow. so I killed him multiple times, but one time we did get in a build fight, and he did kill me. So, you know, props to him. He's a good player.
Have either of y'all played Fortnite recently?
No.
It's been a couple months.
Yeah, I don't play it anymore.
It's still a thing whenever y'all quit?
No. The game's completely changed since
100%.
Yeah, it's not even the same thing anymore.
No, but Johnny and I play randomly.
I liked the original map when what was it? The hangars didn't even have a name.
Yep.
Freaking hangars.
I mean, I had a hell of a time on that game. We enjoyed the hell out of it, but eventually it was like, I'm good. Let's move
things
on.
Come to an end. That's the thing with a lot of people. They feel like they need to constantly, you know, add to change. Which, I mean, change can be good, but I don't know, Fortnite went insane with it. They were just constantly adding new things like hoverboards and shit. Like, I mean, like they were just like gonna add all this random stuff. You can now fish in it. Like, what the hell are we playing anymore?
I'm sorry, what?
You can fish in
fish.
Like
they
you
have
carry
boats
a fishing
that
pole
can
and you
drive
can
over land.
Yeah.
I mean, just
and like if you catch a fish, you get health.
When they came out with the Infinity Blade and then the stupid mechs, like that's when I stopped playing.
I'm sorry, they had mechs for Fortnite.
Yes, and they were literally extremely hard to kill. And if you got stuck at the end game with one and you didn't have a full squad with the correct kind of guns, like literally as soon as they start shooting at you, you couldn't even outbuild it. They just insta killed you. Like you would just waste all your mats and then be dead.
Yeah, see, I think games like
just
that
so
need
dumb.
a classic playlist where it is maybe like the first map that came out and the weapons that came out for it. And then if you want to play that playlist with the original equipment and setups that a lot of people liked, then you play that. And then you have a playlist that is the evolving playlist, and that's the one with the mechs and the fishing and the boats. And I heard the X-Men and Avengers are in it now or something, so you can play as Iron Man, I think.
It's just like, I think they went wrong, yeah, when they did these drastic changes to the actual game. But they did what you're talking about, Will, where they had the cool like little games that you could play, like the hijack one, remember, and like blitz mode and stuff like that, where the storm would be constantly pushing in, and they had all those, and those were fun, right? But it was like when they did that to the actual game and like completely changed it, it was just like, I don't know.
I mean, they tailored towards their audience, which was mostly
kids,
children. And
it's not even true.
And it's well, yeah, but I mean, it's still the majority of them were young, and so now like almost 100% of them are young because they tailored towards that audience. They lost their older group because they moved on to other games, but they still are making money. So I mean, they might not have actually done it wrong. I just don't like what they did. They're still making money.
I know they moved to Apex, and then for a while they were on Warzone. On Call of Duty.
No, a lot of them are still playing Warzone, but I think there's like a weird place right now where,
I mean, it's Valorant is the new game. Like the pros are at Valorant now. Right.
Yeah. But I really think that if another game comes out that Valorant, just like any other game, after a year or two, a lot of them will disappear and go to something else. That's just how it is. That's how games are.
You never know, because like CS:GO still has a huge crew playing. I mean, you never know. It's just
so
it's how it goes.
Siege.
That Skyscrapes or whatever. It doesn't seem to be doing well. I haven't really looked into it.
What is it?
The Skyscape.
Hyperscape.
Yeah, there we go. Like some people have played it, but it's just I'm not seeing it constantly being played by pros. Like it's just so games will come out and fail, and people will stick where they are. But games will come out, that'll be great.
Yeah,
it is what it is. That's why
I mean, Fortnite did a lot of cool things.
As a streamer, I have to keep learning new stuff, which is interesting.
And I didn't even mind the map changes and everything. I just felt like when they started adding in like the rifts, where you could just hop into rifts and just like go get around the map in 2 seconds. And so like anytime you got in a build fight, before you were done fighting the one person, somebody would already be landing on you. It was just so frustrating. And then they added in vehicles, and then they added in mechs, and hoverboards and ridiculous explosives, and like C4 that could blow up an entire build in like one. It was just dumb. So sure. I don't know. We don't need to talk about Fortnite anymore. I hate that game. No, I'm just kidding. It's okay. I've spent a lot of money on skins. They had bomb ass skins. I'll give them that.
Yeah, Fortnite skins.
I love their skins. They were so cool. Yeah. I really did like the art style too. I really did. I thought they had a lot of cool skins that came out of that art style that looked really cool. I just wish they had gone a different way with it. It's okay though.
Hey, all good things must come to an end.
Sure.
Like Patrick's mustache.
It's gonna be here. I'm keeping it. I like it. It looks good. I look good. See what I'm saying? Give a little. I love you, baby. It's gonna work. I swear to God. With my mask on, nobody's gonna know I have it, and then when I take it off, it's like surprise.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I would be so jealous, man. Ugh.
Jealousy and disappointment are two different things, dude.
Okay. Listen, before we move on, put down in the comment section whether you like it or dislike it, and why you like and dislike it. I don't want to hear, I just don't like it. I want to hear valid reasons for why you like and dislike it, okay?
If you dislike it,
wait, real quick, when it comes to an opinion, you don't have to have a valid reason. If I don't like it, it's because I don't like it. If I do like it, it's because I do like it. I can't say because, the hair on the left side is slightly longer than the hair on the right side, so I just throws off.
Completely even.
If you dislike his beard, and facial hair.
I like it because it,
do not
more. It's nice.
Dislike the video to show your.
No, put in the comment section that you like or dislike it, and I'm going to tell you right now, no matter what you say,
he's
I'm
keeping
not changing it. I'm doing what I want to do because
he ain't gonna change for anybody.
And my life matters, and what I want to do is what I want to do, and you can't change it. So
you do you. Just do it over there.
You do you, boo. You do you. See, look at. I mean, it's a nice profile, you know. What I'm saying. Hey. Anyways, okay. Can we continue? Guys, stop hating on my beard. I feel bad. Or my stash. My soul patch.
You no longer
mustache and my patch. Yeah, it does. The stash patch.
It might have been able to if you worded it right, but you didn't. So
the stash
failed.
Okay, that's what it is.
It is what it is. Yeah.
We have a subject that one of our viewers asked us to talk about last week, but we couldn't get to it last week. We talked about the death metal or whatever it was, and that was another one that somebody wanted us to talk about. But this week we have a slightly more interesting, juicier topic that has to do about gender reveal parties and what's the point of them, basically, is kind of the gist of what I got it. And that lately, in the last few years, there's been quite a lot of incidents of people having these gender reveal parties and bad things happening. So, and this all stems from apparently someone had a gender reveal party with some sort of firework that was supposed to it was supposed to shoot out smoke or firework of the color of what the baby was going to be. And it ended up starting a wildfire in California, which burned, I think right now they said it was 11,000 acres of land burned. Maybe more now. I'm not sure because the articles I read were a little bit last week. So it might have kept going. I'm not sure if they got it under complete control or not. But there was other examples, one a person tried to shoot off some other sort of firework and it didn't shoot off and it hit some lady in the head and killed her. Just all sorts of stuff. So the topic was based off of that, and then I think there was a tangent on it about California and schools, if I'm correct.
Yep.
Right.
So,
and just
I just want to go after the gender reveal parties. Just wow. That's all. That's what I'm gonna say. Is just wow. People don't think things through. They just don't. And I also think that so it's just California is almost always under a fire ban, right? Because it's apparently extremely flammable
during the summer. Yes.
Yeah, and so why would you choose a firework thing? There are so many options out there, so many options out there. Why would you choose fireworks? People just don't think things through, and this is what happens. Who knows how many people, thousands of people, probably displaced because of this. And just use your brain before you do something. That's actual advice. But then with gender reveal parties and general. I don't like them. I don't like them at all. I feel like it's a people now, they want to feel important on social media. That's the only reason they're doing it. They're not doing it for the kid. They're not doing it for anything. They're doing it because they want to post it online. They want to get likes. They want to, like, that's all it is. That's why it's a newer thing. It used to be, you talk to your family. You might have them, come over or whatever, but you don't need to make this whole extravagant, cooler than my friends gender reveal party. Like, it's just, I don't know. I think they're stupid. Just on the parties in general.
Yeah, because I think I was telling Will this before the pre-show because we slightly talked about it, but I'll kind of reiterate it since Seth already kind of hit on it. Was I don't as far as a gender reveal party, it's like it was only something that came up in the last 10 years, and really from what I read, it was only in the last since 2015 was when it really started becoming a thing because of social media and influencers, Instagrammers, Pinterest, people throwing these massive gender reveal parties, and people just hopped on board and were like, "Oh my god, this is awesome." But also it's kind of awful too because there's lots of gender reveal parties where the gender got revealed and then people were super disappointed and it's just screwed up. It's
I'm sure your kid will see one day too.
It's a living human being. It doesn't matter if it's a girl or a boy. There is intrinsic value in anything, and it's just love the kid for who they are. And like Seth said, the kid doesn't even know you're having this. It doesn't matter. Why even make it a thing? I think
it's for clout.
Right. But you could always just be hey, we found out the gender, we're having a baby shower, maybe bring some things that are more boy related or girl related, whatever, and just move on from there. It doesn't have to be a big deal of we're going to make this whole party out of it. I just think it definitely is focusing on the parents and stuff over focusing on the actual, kid and raising the kid right and everything and making sure that they're set up for success in life. And by right, I mean, just in general, making a kid that's a good human caring, a good, caring human being. It doesn't matter where they fall on that. I guess there's even more controversy involved in it with, they're saying gender roles and all that. And I've always kind of agreed with that, where I think while there is, some place in that, it's also we've put too much focus on forcing someone towards a direct path. And I used this example the other day when I was talking with Seth about it too, because we talked about it. Was it's like a father that has, a son or daughter, and then he's super into a sport, let's say basketball. And so from the age of 3 till they leave his house, this dude is you're playing basketball. I want you to be the greatest basketball player ever because I wasn't, or whatever, and maybe the kid likes basketball and it ends up being fine, but maybe the kid doesn't like basketball. And you put all this...
More than likely, the kid started liking basketball, but did not end up.
And then you took all the fun and enjoyment of learning the game and everything. My dad was a big basketball guy, and he put a pressure on me to play it. But genuinely, I liked the game, and I did. And as I got older, he never put on the pressure of he gave me incentives. He would give me he had his thing where we would get an allowance every month, and then I would get a little bit more if I did all these drills and stuff. But it was never you have to do them. If you want to do them, you can.
If I did my drills, I was allowed to hang out with friends.
Oh,
I didn't get any money.
You had friends?
Mine was completely optional. And depending on how many days I did it or whatever, I got a different amount. So it was when I was driven and I was I want to do this, I'm going to go and do my 100 layups with my right hand, 100 layups with my left hand, shoot however many free throws I'm going to shoot, et cetera, et cetera. But I didn't have to do it. It was never Patrick, if you don't do this, I'm taking all this stuff away, because like I wasn't going to get that money to begin with. It wasn't something, so it was cool. So I think, this is it's a mad tangent, but the point of it is that if you force someone to do something just because you want it, doesn't make it good for them. So allow people to be free to do what they want to do and experience life in their way, and stop pushing them so much into, you have to be this or you have to be that. And I feel like, it's like the principle of like, do unto others as you'd have them do to you. Like, too many people forget about that. And I know there are some bad people that would do bad things to people, and they wouldn't care if bad things happen back to them. But in general, it's like, you treat people the way you want to be treated. You respect people because you don't want to be disrespected, etc. And that's the same thing with this whole ordeal, is like, stop just trying to shove something down somebody's throat. Let them be who they want to be, especially kids, because they're in this learning.
When it comes to gender roles in general, I keep saying that, and it sounds weird to me, like gender in general in the same sentence. Anyway, sorry. When it comes to that, though, like, in my opinion, I don't think it, if you can be whoever you want to be, it doesn't matter to me in the slightest. If you feel, you need to change genders, then change genders. But also there's an age where to make that decision in my head. So whenever, like, I've seen a lot of stuff about, like, 5-year-olds and that's more of, I honestly feel like they don't have the knowledge to make decisions like that.
No.
I feel like that's more of a influence from parents, which, I mean, I know my personal parenting style will just be knowledge. It's power. Like, teach them everything. I'm personally not a religious person in the slightest. I don't hide that at all. But my kids will, learn about religion, so they'll be equipped to make the right decision that they want to make. And I think that's how it should be for everything.
Especially,
it's not something the schools, because I guess in California that's what's happening right now, is they are not assigning roles, so everything is neutral. I don't think that's the school's decision. I don't think it's the government's decision, and I don't think it's the parents' decision on who the child is or will be. And like Seth said, I think that's something the child should decide. However, though, there needs to be a age that decision is made, because growing up, you're constantly changing. Your brain is developing. You are growing. You are becoming knowledgeable about the world and the way it works. And I think, if you say something or you make a comment at a young age and the parent takes that and then decides, okay, this is what we're doing because this is what the kid said, the kid doesn't know. They're not, I don't think they're at that age where they fully understand, and like
they weren't able to think in depth on it. Like, they might understand the surface. They weren't able to think in depth on everything involved.
But if that's something the child decides at a later point in time, that's what they are, that's who they want to be. Yeah, go ahead.
But I mean, I definitely agree with what Seth said about the knowledge is power, and especially in the age that we're growing up in, which I heard this. I don't know who said it, but I heard this the other day, and it really made a lot of sense. Was like, in a world where you can find out anything on the internet, and kids increasingly at a younger and younger age know more and more about being a human, learning a lot of grown-up things from their friends because they saw it on this and they watched a YouTube video, they read a Google article. The more you teach your kid about important things that they need to know about life and just give them the information, the more equipped you are to setting them up for being generally healthy and successful human beings and finding out who they are and etc. The more you hide that knowledge and like try and protect them, I don't think it really is in the long run, because knowledge is going to give them that tool they need to deal with it themselves, because every human is going to have to make that decision in their own brain. You can't force someone to be who you want them to be. That you have to allow them to be who they're supposed to be, and try and teach them, build them up to be the best version, or I guess not even the best version, but someone that understands who they are and is okay with it. I guess is like, you just accept that this is who you are. Everybody's different. Everybody has different traits, attributes, things that make them special in this way, and they don't have any clue in another area. And you have to learn your kid. Every kid is different. Every human is different. Every interest will be different. And they might have interests that align with each other, but I think it's like, if you force someone to be something that they're not supposed to be, it's so harmful. Just allow them to be who they want to be.
Yeah, I think they call it tough love. You teach your children, when they're growing up, hey, this could happen, that could happen. You don't shield them to the extent where they are sheltered, because if they don't have the understanding that the world will hate them, they will go out expecting the world to love them. And it's just, that's not realistic. There needs to be enough, or I should say there needs to be an understanding of, hey, the world sucks. You're going to go out into it, and you have two options. You can make the most of it, or you don't. But, the world is not going to hand you everything. So, yeah, like Seth said earlier, just, even if you aren't religious, teaching children about that, giving them
Everything.
the knowledge
Yep.
about, that's the thing is, you pass your knowledge and the worldly attributes that you've gotten from your life. You pass those to your children. It's something that I think that is considered an inheritance. Giving them the information that you've gotten, from your life experiences, and telling them and teaching them. I think that is what will make people more understanding and prepared.
Yeah, because I mean, you have to teach. Like, that's the role of being a parent, is to teach a child and to raise a child to understand and be a successful adult that can be independent and critically think.
At the same time, you cannot make them
Give
into
them-
you.
Right.
Like, you have to let them be who they are. You teach them from your experiences, your mistakes, what you've learned, that kind of stuff. But also, you can't expect them to be you at all, because they won't be. Like, I mean, even like you're 50% one parent, 50% the other. We'll just say that. That means you are still a different person than either or. Even if you took like half these traits and half these traits, you can't be raised exactly the same, because you're still different. And that's not even how it works. You're not going to take half their traits and like so.
Yeah.
It's like, the thing is to give people a firm foundation that's based in what the world actually is, and allow them to make the decisions after that. Like, you can disagree with some of the things your parents taught you, but the point is that you teach your kid to critically think about everything that they're taught, even the things you're teaching them, and say, is this what I feel like because of everything that I've experienced, raised, etc.? Is this what I feel like is the right way or the wrong way? And you might disagree on things. The thing is to accept them just because they don't. You do your part to accept them, and hopefully the kid does their part to accept you, just because you have a differing view on something.
Yeah, it's all about choice.
Yeah, and try and give an unbiased, as much as you can, of like, this is how things work in the world, and then I taught you what I believe, but I'm not telling you that this is 100% the way, right? There's many ways to being a successful, interesting, wonderful human being. and you can follow whatever path you want. Just, and everybody's going to teach their kid a different thing. But for me, yeah, like when I raise a kid, it's going to be like, I just believe, like, as long as you're not hurting others by your actions, so you're not doing something that is like physically harmful or like abusive or harmful, then I'm going to allow you to do what you want to do. If you want to go be a ballerina, go be a ballerina. If you want to play video games, as long as you're not harming others, go do that. If you want to be into the arts or a mathematician or not go to college or whatever, I'm going to support you. I'm going to let you do you and learn from your mistakes, because the biggest thing is consequences have, for every action there is a consequence. You teach your kid that, say, hey, you got to make these adult decisions, and then you're going to have to live with whatever consequence you make from it. And I might be able to help you out sometimes, but I also might not be able to. So you got to really think about everything you do and say, is this really what I want to do or not? And after that, you're going to be good. But I think we kind of like went over this enough.
Speaking of decisions, we actually had a couple of viewer requested who would win fights. So the first one for you guys I've got is Aquaman versus The Rock.
Where does this fight take place?
No idea.
And are we talking about the superhero versus The Rock or the dude who plays it?
I was just told
because The Rock is a human.
Are you talking about Jason Momoa?
Yeah, so. Say The Rock is a human, Aquaman is a character.
But The Rock has played many characters that have abilities, so
I feel like we've got too much gray right here. I need clarification.
All right, we can boil it down to Jason Momoa versus Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Jason Momoa versus Dwayne The Rock. Ooh, I would probably. I'm gonna say The Rock.
Yeah,
I'm like, he has more fighting experience, but the WWE is not fighting. It's 100% scripted acting.
No, it's not. That's all.
Yeah, but didn't Jason Momoa also fight?
Not that I'm aware of. But...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Jason Momoa was a wrestler.
I mean, I 100% do not follow wrestling.
I don't either.
But I just know The Rock and John Cena. That's about it.
Listen, I'm gonna go off of two things.
Oh, that one dude with the handlebar mustache, right? Isn't he?
Who's that?
The dude with like the blonde handlebar mustache. Isn't he a wrestler?
Are you talking about the man?
Well, the dude who says brother a lot.
Yeah, Macho Man Randy Savage.
I don't know. Okay. Anyways, my knowledge of wrestling.
Yeah, he says, "Hey brother," a lot.
Hey brother. I'm gonna say The Rock because of two things. He lives an extremely regimented, disciplined lifestyle.
Yeah, have you seen his Facebook post?
He takes extreme care of his body, and that's how he keeps such a crazy physical specimen that he is. And barring whether he uses things to make himself stronger than he would be able to become, whatever. The guy is like, he eats exactly what he's supposed to eat every day. He wakes up at the same time every day. So I don't know. I know Momoa is kind of a free spirit, and his wife is too, because I've watched a whole little like documentary thing about them and their family. And I think if it came to an actual fight, The Rock is gonna get him just based off of that, not based off of strength or anything, just because he's gonna have that disciplined outlook when it comes to it. And he also has, I'm sure, done a lot of training and fighting, etc., to do all those scenes that he's done that include fighting. Because to make it look as good as you do, you have to actually learn how to do that kind of stuff to an extent, right? Maybe not, you're not a pro or anything like that, but you definitely get trained and taught how to fight and how to look like you're actually fighting, etc. So I don't know. I think Momoa would get his ass whooped. and that's my final say on it.
So is this the first unanimous decision of who wins? So I think all three of us have chosen The Rock.
Guess so.
Now, if it was Aquaman versus The Rock, and it was
made.
actually Aquaman, I mean, obviously Aquaman's gonna whoop his ass. Like, there's no
not if they're on land.
Not if they're on land. Okay.
And why would The Rock be hanging out in the water? Come on, he's a rock. They sink.
True. But if we're going by that standard, then wouldn't Dwayne Johnson get to choose a persona that he's also betrayed? Portrayed, not betrayed.
No. Someone he betrayed. Like Jason Statham.
Nah, someone he portrayed. No, we're not going with that. All right.
No.
Okay. All right, second one I've got is Bill and Ted. This is actually a duo fight versus Wayne and Garth.
Wait. Bill and Ted who?
You know, the movies with Keanu Reeves. And then Wayne and Garth is from Wayne's World.
I am super Googling right now. What's your opinion, Will?
Give me a second. I got to do some research here. I don't know this one.
I'm going to go with Bill and Ted just because of Keanu Reeves.
And the other guys were who?
Wayne and Garth from Wayne's World.
Wayne and Garth. Oh, God. We're going Bill and Ted.
This professionalism at its best, y'all.
Yeah, I mean,
we're at the Talking Guys. We're always prepared.
I have never watched either of these. I recognize these guys, like from Wayne's World. I recognize them, but I've never seen it. I don't know what Wayne's World is. But judging by looking at them, Bill and Ted would kick ass. Especially knowing that I know who Keanu Reeves is. So.
Yeah. You know, he's like in his mid-50s, too. And he still looks that way.
Yeah, I mean, and he's a straight badass. Like, I've watched so many of his training videos. He's a straight badass.
Yeah, cannot wait for John Wick Chapter 4.
I can. I don't like the John Wick movies. I love the choreography, but there's nothing involved in those movies.
Oh, I love
no storyline, nothing. But the choreography is great. It looks awesome.
It is pure gun porn. I love it.
I don't know though. Listen. Okay. You guys are thinking about Keanu Reeves, you know, post Matrix, like after all that. Listen, I just read the Wikipedia, just the general description of each show or each movie, right? And it's like Wayne's World, they're slackers. They're just bums, okay? But Bill and Ted are bums too. They're metalhead slackers that travel through the future. But Wayne's World is people trying to sell a cable company, but they're slackers. So we're talking about two different groups of slackers going off in a slack off. Okay, I think there's a little bit more nuance to this opinion than just saying that Keanu Reeves, when he was a dumb child,
but I mean,
whoop up on him.
So if you look at the pictures of them, like Bill and Ted are in shape. Like they look like they're probably athletic. Like I mean, they look like if you just pick two people out, like the other guys, they look like if you like punched them too hard in the arm, they'd be like, ow. Like I think it would be a one-sided fight real quick.
So is it two against one with Bill and Ted winning? Are you undecided or did you choose?
I'm really undecided here. I think I wish I had seen both of the movies so I could more like know how their characters actually act and see them in action. This is a hard one for me.
That's what you're saying.
A very extremely hard one, but you know, that's what he always says. Actually,
I've dove into the Google.
Especially
and I guess Bill and Ted Face the Music. I don't know if it's came out yet, but 2020.
Yeah, right? No, that's on Amazon Prime.
Okay, but anyway, so it came back out with the same two guys, but then also their daughters are in it too. So I mean, that's just kind of a cool little thing. Like, you know, my because I don't know when that original movie came out, but Keanu Reeves was obviously young, so it's like, you know, this is something that, you know, helped make my dad or whatever. Now they're both in it also. It's just kind of cool. Interesting. Anyways,
I've got one last who wins. If you
Okay.
guys are ready for it. The Predator versus the T-800.
The T-800 is the Terminator, right?
From Terminator 2.
Never seen a
Judgment
Terminator.
Day.
Which one was that guy again? I can't.
The one that would that was like liquid. He would liquefy and then like reform himself.
Oh yeah. How does he get killed in the end? I can't remember.
I think he gets dumped into like a vat of like
of lava. Or
yeah,
like super hot metal or whatever.
Yeah, because it's like they're like a forgery.
A factory, and they're fighting each other. Yep. Versus the Predator.
Yeah.
I have to go with the Terminator. Way harder to kill. Predator's just an predator, but he's killable.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm gonna go with the Predator on this one. One, I mean, how many advantages does he have over the Predator? The Terminator. He can go invisible. He's got.
Can he liquefy?
He has a shoulder-mounted cannon that I'm assuming fires a blast that's hot enough that would.
It would definitely F the guy up. Yeah, this is alien technology.
Yeah, but the Terminator is. I don't know if he's alien technology, but he's almost indestructible.
But so the high intensity heat is what is eventually was the end of him, right? So that shoulder mounted cannon, I'm assuming, is outputting a high intensity amount of heat.
Yeah, but I mean, if you think about it, if you dumped lava on the Terminator, he'd probably be okay. But put him in a vat of lava, he can't get out of it, because he's constantly, being melted.
Yeah,
but if you just dump it on him, he's probably just
shooting him. Not only that, he's got wrist rockets.
I have wrist rockets.
Do you?
I mean, okay, the Predator has his job, his life's work is to just hunt down these extremely powerful aliens that have acid as their blood and kill them. So I feel like he would be well prepared to fight anybody because, he wouldn't go in not knowledgeable about the subject. He would obviously know about what a Terminator is. I don't feel like he would just get into a fight with one and not be able to understand it. I've watched a lot of Alien versus Predator, Predator. The guy's a badass.
Yeah.
And he F's everybody up.
He doesn't use weapons, to my knowledge, it's been a long time since I've seen the movie, but in Judgment Day, the T-800...
He just has regular human weapons, yeah.
No, I'm saying he prefers to use, because he can turn his arms into blades that can cut through, almost like adamantium, like if you were to picture Wolverine's claws. And that's what he prefers to use to
fight and kill people. Yeah.
And he's not the fastest. I mean, he's fast, but he's fast for a human. And the Predator is significantly faster. So it's not
those aliens are no joke. They are fast as hell.
I think the Predator wins in this one.
I don't know, but he does have a good point that they're pretty the guy, I mean, not only can reshape, but as far as I remember in the show, he's basically almost indestructible. The only way they kill him is because he fights, which is an error on his part, which shows some level of stupidity. So, I mean, that could go against him because
I
would have never fought in the factory.
He chases Schwarzenegger and...
but why not play the long game? Just let Schwarzenegger sit in the factory and go do what you got to do. I mean, you don't have to fight him there.
Okay, so say, for instance... the shoulder-mounted cannon is unable to kill him, which I think it would, with repeated shots. The T-800 was able to get close enough to the Predator, right? And he were to skewer or impale the Predator, killing him. I don't remember if any of you guys have seen Predator, the first movie with actual Schwarzenegger, because he happens to be in both. He has a neutron bomb attached to him.
Shit.
And whenever Schwarzenegger kills him at the end of Predator, the Predator starts laughing because he has a backup plan, which is to just basically, well, if he's dead, he's taking everybody with him. So he detonates the bomb. Doesn't kill Schwarzenegger because he's able to get out in time. But I'm pretty sure that bomb, with it being an alien tech bomb, has a heat density that is high enough that would melt and obliterate the T-800.
That's true. I forgot about that.
I mean,
if Schwarzenegger could get out in time.
If Schwarzenegger could get out in time, the Terminator
T-800
is gone.
It's because it is Schwarzenegger.
No, it's not.
If Schwarzenegger can get out, the Terminator is 2 states away.
Yep, facts. I honestly don't understand. How did the Terminator? I mean, how did Schwarzenegger escape a nuclear bomb? Because isn't it like a nuclear bomb? Like it blows up a massive radius, from what I remember.
I thought he jumped off a bridge. I don't know. It's been so long.
And then bridge just like somehow saves you, jumping off a bridge.
I don't know.
It's been a while since I've seen the movie. Over the bridge.
I just know that he covered. So
maybe if he got into water, though. I mean, it is possible. But I feel like the water would evaporate.
Oh,
because of the level of...
Depends how much water and how much heat.
Yeah, but I do know that water is a direct counter to radiation, etc. So if there wasn't enough heat, he could be down in that water and it not actually...
I don't think that's necessarily true. If I have learned anything from
it is
Chernobyl and playing Fallout, radiation thrives in the water.
No, that's because it's not enough of it.
Still in the water, though.
Because of the amount of molecules that are in water, you can go look it up if you don't believe
3 molecules.
Wait, you've watched Chernobyl, right?
Listen,
they send the divers. They send the divers into that basement and have to wear radioactive suits because of the water.
But that's a small amount of water. If you go look at the nuclear plant that blew up in Japan or whatever that had the nuclear reactor fell and it leaked into the ocean. Have you heard anything about radiation happening over there where people are dying? No, because the radiation, there's too much water in the ocean and it dissipated the radiation.
Well, yeah, if it's in a concentrated amount, like
depending on the level of water is what I was saying, and the fact that it's moving water, that it's not just stagnant. If you're talking about stagnant pools or something, or like you're saying in a basement, it's different than water that's like in a big river that's moving, that's constantly moving.
Yeah.
Completely, and it's going towards the ocean, I think.
So,
yes.
Gamma rays and radiation lose about half their power after penetrating 15 centimeters of water. Water is a quite effective shield because light is a form of radiation, but some wavelengths can penetrate to 300 feet.
Hey, I'm American.
300 feet?
Oh, yeah, but...
Okay, he's dead.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it does say it loses half. 15 centimeters loses half, and it also says some wavelengths, so it depends on the type of radiation.
So water actually is a pretty good, effective way of escaping radiation.
I'm going to carry a water bottle around just in case I need it.
No, that's not going to work, dude. You're going to need like a capsule of water that envelops you.
So I was like, oh, they're about to set off a nuke. I'm like, don't care.
Get some water. Yeah, so my vote goes to the Predator. Patrick, Seth?
Terminator.
Ooh, I get to be the deciding factor here. There were some very convincing arguments on both sides, honestly. I don't like making decisions like this. You guys shouldn't have voted so quickly. One of you should.
I would like to say, I forgot to say my last argument is even if he does kill him and the bomb goes off and the bomb also kills the Terminator won because he killed the Predator and then just happened to get killed by martyrdom. Doesn't count. He won still.
True.
Yeah, because the Predator
that hit deep down into my Call of Duty instincts and martyrdom. You just knew. I'm gonna go with the Terminator then, just because of that.
Bam.
Wow. All right. And that is how we end. That is how we end this week's episode of the Talking Guys.
Shipment Martyrdom on MW1.
Frag times 3.
You're like, I just died, but I got 3 kills. Woo!
Yeah, using frag times 3, throwing all 3 frags, and then dying and dropping another one.
Mm-hmm. And then people spawn right on top of you where you die.
This has been the Talking Guys, episode 27.
Yep, 27 down, 1,000 more to go.
We keep raising
the bar every week. Yeah,
1,000.
Hey, it's what the viewers requested, so
we just skipped to 1,000.
To give the people what they want.
Episode 1,000. That's the title of this week's episode.
If anyone can tell me what movie I just quoted, you're awesome, and maybe I'll give you something.
I may have talked over it. So.
I still said it. I still said it.
What movie is that from?
That's from.
No, if they can tell that, then I'll give them
know that one. Give me a minute.
While he's looking that up,
I know it, but I'm not gonna give it away. I'm not gonna give it away. But as soon as I hit this ending button, I will let you know what it is.
Excuse me, I'm allergic to bullshit.
Hey, we're gonna go ahead and wrap the episode up. This has been the Talking Guys, episode 27. Give us your opinion in the comments section down below whether you think the T-800 would fare and how he would fare against a Predator. And then if you have any other interesting conversations you'd like to have, leave them in the comments. We will participate. And if there's something that you would like us to discuss on the following episode, go ahead and check our Facebook out. Links are going to be down in the description below, along with our Twitter. So make sure you go ahead and follow and give us a follow both on Facebook and Twitter. We are pretty active in the community with you guys, so we do appreciate the support. We're still one away from 80 subs, so if you haven't subscribed yet, possibly maybe consider checking us out and giving us one. If not, maybe you continue watching. We provide a new episode every Monday, and we like doing it. So
yep, and you can always remember to like, click, and subscribe, and tell me how good I look with my mustache and soul patch.
On that note, guys. Have a good one.
See you guys next week.